Okay. Let's try this again. Just from what I've been researching and looking at, I've come to the conclusion that the human psyche, the way we think, just our brains in general, it has two sides. Maybe not everybody, but mine does. So, with these two sides, one side is a good side. We'll just call it Christ consciousness, where you care about everyone, you want everybody to be happy, you want everybody to be safe, you see an injured animal, you stop and you try to help it. You see somebody in need, you try to help them. That's the one side of our consciousness. The other side, we'll go ahead and call that satanic. Why not? That's the side that's greedy. It's manipulative. It's all for you. It's where if you see a bowl of free candy, you think, I'm going to go ahead and take 3. I mean, the free... Screw the 2 people that don't get a free piece because I had them. I'm going to go ahead and take 3 because I deserve it. The bad part with that part of our mind, that piece of consciousness, is it doesn't just lie to other people to get our way. It'll lie to ourselves. It'll lie to you. You will lie to yourself in order to get your way. It's just human nature. I don't know how to explain it. I guess when you really understand how it works, you know that you really can't explain it to anybody, because there's so much info that goes into coming to that conclusion that there's no way you can tell somebody everything you've read, everything you've thought, everything that's went through your head to make you come to that conclusion. All you can do is tell people that conclusion and hope that they look at the same stuff you did and think about it the same way. So I guess when, they talk about those who know don't tell and those who tell don't know, I think that's what they're referring to. Because if you really understand it, there's no way you can describe it to anybody. It's just crazy. I think what's going on right now, globally, worldwide, is that people are starting to all understand that duality. They're all starting to see it. Yeah, it took us a long time to finally understand it. We had to evolve mentally enough to see it. But more and more people are seeing it. And we're understanding that the people who are running the show right now, who are in charge, who are on top of the world, the billionaires, the trillionaires, they're kind of like the kids in middle school who, when they answer a question and are told, sorry, that's the wrong answer, they come up with a 20-minute excuse and reason as to why they're right, and you just need to see it from their point of view. When they say, well, but technically, those are the people right now who are in charge. They understand that democracy, which has always been painted as a good thing, isn't really a good thing. The way modern democracy truly works, I'll just give you an example. If I've got a room full of 100 people, and we decide we're going to go ahead and do this democratically, that means that if I get 50 other people in that room to go on my side, if I get 50 people to agree with me, the 51 of us can vote to take something away from the other 49. And it's starting to look like one of the things they're trying to normalize and make us say, well, yeah, that's okay. Technically, one of the things they're trying to get us to go along with right now is pedophilia. Being sexually attracted to children. They're already trying to make it a new classification in the LGBT community. I mean, yeah, I understand. If you like a girl and you're a girl, whatever, do what makes you happy. But if doing what makes you happy takes the innocence away from somebody else, or makes somebody else's life a complete wreck for their entire life because something happened to them when they were young that changed their worldview, I don't think that should be legal. I think if you steal somebody's innocence, you've essentially stolen their entire life. You've driven them down a path that they didn't have to go down. You pointed them in a direction that's going to make their life rocky and rough as hell. Purposefully, just for your own goods. That's the satanic part that I was talking about. The all for me, fuck everybody else. That's what it is. Because you're thinking, well, you know, this physical enjoyment that I'm going to get for this brief period is more important than that child's entire life. I think I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this 15 minutes so much that I really don't care that that kid's entire 67, 73, hell, 94 years will be spent looking back at this time with regret and sadness. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make this half hour worth it because, you know, technically it's not bad, right? We're all seeing it now. So, yeah, I could be sad and think, man, the world's gone to hell. But I'm optimistic because if I recognize it and I see how it really works and I'm starting to figure it out, a lot of other people must be too. Because I'm not the smartest person in the world. And if I can figure this shit out, by golly, everybody else must be too. So, all I can really say is cheer up. Yeah, the stuff you're hearing looks horrible. But the fact you're hearing about it means it's no longer a hidden taboo subject that can happen behind closed doors because nobody will talk about it. Yeah, facts are more important than your feelings, as it turns out. So even though it embarrasses the shit out of somebody for the public to say, you know, the fact that you like little kids is fucked up. The fact that we're recognizing getting that out in the open is more important than that person being embarrassed means we're on the right track. That means things are going to get better. Be happy, people. Things are about to get a lot better. Yeah, it's going to look terrible. People are going to say, oh no, George Orwell's 1984 is true. Everything we've been taught is a lie. Yeah, that is essentially true, but once you hit bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. I think we've been bouncing along that bottom now for a while. Yeah, the TV has talked everybody into thinking something completely different. Not just the TV, the education system as well. Because the same people that own the TV stations and newspapers also run the education system. They understand that if I can change your perception of something, I can change what you think is right and wrong. Therefore, I can do whatever I want as long as I can get you to go along with me. So, with that said, I'm going to go in here to work now. And I think I'm going to do my best to make everybody's day more enjoyable. I'll get my work done. I'll do it to the best of my ability. But I'm going to have fun. And I'm going to make sure everybody else does too. If you're happy at work, you're not really working. And I don't like working. I like having fun. So I'm going to go in there, have some fun. Have a good day.